Dana Lewis, a journalist who's lived and worked in Russia for many years, joins us via Skype now. Dana, good to have you with us. So hundreds of doctors dead in Russia, yet President Putin has this big disinfection tunnel, which is there to shield him from any potential coronavirus infection.
I'm not sure how that disinfectant tunnel works, actually, because you walk through it and it supposedly sprays some disinfectant on your clothes. But anybody that would have the virus that would be coughing or sneezing or would still be a threat to President Putin. But I guess it looks good. I mean, it shows that he is very isolated, I think, from what has been happening. And he has been in his dacha on the edge of his country home on the edge of Moscow. Well, a lot of this has been taking place. He hasn't been very visible. He has popped up here and there, but to a large degree, he just hasn't seemed to be the one that is in charge. And 489 doctors in Russia have died from the coronavirus. That's what the head of Russia's health watchdog said, or that is 6% of the country's official death toll. Now, that's very high as a percentage. And then the agency later backtracked with the press service saying that the figure was not official. It was taken from the internet. And to me, that's just code for the phone rang and someone was told to retract that number from the Kremlin, Julie.
Right. And so Russia's obviously trying or saying that Russia is coming out of the coronavirus pandemic. You know, is that true, or is this all about the optics as the country heads towards this very controversial constitutional referendum?
Optics. And I mean, they are in a plateau. Just take a look at the numbers. And in fact, Echo Moskvy, one of the main radio stations, free radio stations in Moscow, came out and they compared death numbers, the death toll from May on May for 3 years running. And then they show that the death toll this month is about 58% higher. And that's just Moscow alone. So we're hearing from all across the regions that the numbers are still very, very high. That they are not declining. And that's why you have 20 cities now saying that they will not participate in the June 24th Victory Day celebrations over the victory of Germany in World War II, because they don't want people out. They cannot control the virus right now. So they are backing away from that. And yet you have the optics, or, you know, if you want to call these parades the pre-game show. And in no way do I want to trivialize the Russian losses in World War II and the fact that veterans are going to these parades. But it is, in a way, the pre-game show to put the spotlight back on President Putin in time for this July 1st referendum that will leave him in the chair in the Kremlin until 2036 if he decides to stay.
Dana, thank you. Dana Lewis there.